What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another analysis. So in today's match day, it is match day 6. We are doing the analysis of Southampton versus Manchester United. So today, before I start today's video, basically, you guys know it's my birthday coming up in November. So I've asked one of my mum's friends, and they're going to get me the United away kit, which is going to be the black kit. Hopefully I'm going to get it for my birthday. I really want it, because usually I get the home and away kit. So it'd be good to actually do some of these match days in the home kit. And when we go on away days, I'll wear the black kit. So yeah, that'll make more sense. So anyway, first half, let's talk about the first half. We made 9 changes to the squad since the games of Burton Albion in the League Cup or in the Carabao Cup. Let's talk about the starting 11. So let's talk about it. We did a load of changes once again because we wanted to bring our squad, our normal squad back. Obviously, because after we played the League Cup. So anyway, starting in goal, we played David De Gea. Then we played Valencia, Bailey, Jones, Young, Fellaini, Matic, Mata, Mkhitaryan, for Rashford and Lukaku. So yeah, that's the whole squad really. And then yeah, let's crack into it. So basically, in the first half, I felt like we started off slow. It was just a bit, I wouldn't say static, but I would say I felt like we started off slow. We could see Southampton were going to be up for this game. Every time when it's against United, every team wants to have a go at United. It's always their FA Cup final against us. So yeah, it took us a bit of time to find our rhythm in the game because yeah, we just knew it was going to. I think it was just going to be one of those games where we go on the counter and then they just go on the counter and try their best. It's just one of those games. We knew that coming against Southampton, it's going to be a tough test. They were going to be a tough opponent, yeah, we knew they were going to be up for it, and I gotta have to say and take credit, but the defence was tight in the first half. We did really well, and the whole defence did really well, to keep a clean sheet, Southampton had some great chances at goal, but they weren't clinical at goal in the first half. I felt like Southampton, they were just, I don't know, whenever they had possession, they looked dangerous, and we had to be very clear of that. I felt like we had to be aware, and we knew that the defence had a bit of a job to do, and the defence had to be on their toes and had to switch on quick and get the right decision in, and not make a stupid mistake. So yeah, I think United's passing was, I put here it's been on point, but I wouldn't say it's been on point. It wasn't the best, as well. But there was some passes where I felt like they didn't look up if there was a man there. So they should have said man on or something like that, So at the same time, I felt like the passing was all right, but it's just one of those things where we have to work on. It got to a point where in the game I was like, cross it into the box, and again we bought this player for 40 million. Goes by the name of Matic. It's been a great signing for us, and he picks out the right pass and passes it to Young, and I was like, cross it into the box. Young gets a great assist, gets a great cross in to Lukaku, and Lukaku heads it, but it was a great save from Forster, but then Lukaku gets the rebound and scores and puts us 1-0 up. So at that point I was like, great stuff, we're 1-0 up, let's keep this up. We're playing great football at the moment, and let's hope we can try and get a second, So once again, Southampton, because they knew they were playing, they knew that they were going to be up for this game. They had some great chances at goal. I felt like we should have had. Oh yeah, and that was it. And then at one point of stage of the game, I felt like we should have got a penalty. I'm going to leave that on the I button, where Mkhitaryan should have got a penalty where it was a bit of a shove. I'm not sure if it was strength or it was a shove in the back and went down in the penalty area. My dad said it's not good enough to be a penalty. But anyway, I'm still going to leave it in the I button if you guys think if it was a penalty or not. So, yeah, Southampton, they had some great chances again in the game. Once again, they weren't that clinical at goal, but they did have a few shots on target at De Gea. De Gea had to make some great saves during the game. United were trying to find a second goal, but it didn't come out. It didn't come anyway. It's a shame that we couldn't get out a second goal in the second half, because at that point City were like 3-0 up in their game at half time. Oh no, they weren't even 3-0 up. They were 1-0 up. So yeah, there's a few yellow cards now and there early on in the game, and I felt like we did well in the first half. So basically, talking about a year ago, Manchester United, before I move on to the second half, Manchester United went and drew to Southampton. I have to give credit, to Jose Mourinho. He did really well. He knew that we needed, someone in there just to strengthen that defence out. And let's talk about the second half. But I'm actually quite surprised that some of the United fans on Full-Time Devils were absolutely buzzing over that. That's just because, and that shows that last year we were drawing all these games, and this year, I don't know, we've just switched on. I think it's just because we bought the likes of Matic and all that lot, and it's freshened up the squad. And, he's a player who we wanted. And, we're great signing. We've always had to give credit to Matic, he's done well. And, last year we drew to them away, but now this year it seems like we know what we need to do. We need to get on City's back. City think they're up for this year. I don't think City are going to win this, but yes, they've had some great fixtures. But I was saying to my dad last night, they'll start off pretty well, City, and then they'll drop after they're such good form, they'll drop right off in the end. And we're just hoping to, keep at City, put the pressure on City. Once they make a mistake, and once they've made a loss or a draw, United will get back up there. And they've just gone and thrashed bloody Crystal Palace, 5-0 the other day. So, yeah. Anyway, second half, we knew we wanted a quick start, and we wanted to get our second goal. Of course, once again, I said this, but it was Southampton's FA Cup final against Man United. It's always, every single club that they come against Man United, it's always their FA Cup final, because they know when they want to play their best. And me and my dad were talking about the Stoke game now. Stoke got battered against Chelsea, 5-0. And like we were saying, they got once they played us, once they drew against us, it was their cup final, and they've just since after they've played us, they've just got beat. It just shows how they really go at United, and it's always their FA Cup final, So we've got to have to stop. I don't know how we can stop it, but it's just all the clubs that have a go at us, Southampton were giving it the best in the second half. We could see they were creating chances. Southampton were mainly around us in the whole second half. We weren't around them, but I think we had one or two great chances to get our second goal, but fluffed it. Likes of Herrera, he had a good chance and he was right in front of the goal and puts it over the bar. All he had to do was just put it in one of the corners, and that was it. It would have been 2-0. But oh my God, that was a good chance to go 2-0 up. For sure. So because we were 1-0 up, we wanted to keep a clean sheet and not let Southampton get through and get a goal. Like I was saying, this time last year or whenever we drew to Southampton, we knew that we want to stay away from draws now and start getting back to winning ways. So we did pretty well, we could have spiced things up and brought on the likes of Lingard, Martial to give us more pace in the squad. which might, which one of them might have set us up with a set piece and scored. Instead of just, because we were 1-0 up and going all defensive, we could have brought on Martial or Lingard. I did see both of them warming up, but not one of them came on. I felt like we needed more pace in the squad, but even though we did hold on to that 1-0 lead, we did pretty well, to be fair. And I'm like I was saying, I was actually surprised and shocked how all the United supporters were after coming out of the St Mary's Stadium, how they were buzzing and how they're happy about the result, because this time last year we were drawing games really against the likes of Southampton, Stoke, Burnley and all them lot, but now this year it's just completely changed. Southampton, again, they were just really going at it. They brought 2 fresh new strikers, the likes of Gagliardini and Charlie Austin. They had Shane Long gone. I think Shane Long should have scored, but just didn't go their way. United went all defensive, and we went to a 6-3-1 formation. So we all went defensive really once after that. But actually we brought on a couple of subs. Yes, we did a couple of subs. 2 of them were defenders, which made it 6 at the back. We had Valencia, Bailey, Jones, Young, Smalling, Blind. So we went all defensive and brought 6 defenders on. But we did pretty well to hold on to that lead and that. But we did a lot. We did really well to hold on to that 1-goal lead. Yes, it was 1 goal, but we could have done a lot better at the same time. Yes, we got the win, so at least we got the win. But at the same time, I don't know how some of the fans are not frustrated with the result, because we wanted to try and get a few more goals, and they were always chanting and boos and that, so we could have at least shut them up, The goal difference between United and City is 4 goal difference now. I've written this down below. So the next game, City have Chelsea, which is a biggest test for City, and it's a big game for both clubs. It would be good if they get a draw, and we get 4 goals against Crystal Palace, which then it'll bring it back level to the goal difference. So if that can happen, that'll be really good, And it's a tough game between City and Chelsea. That's a game to watch really, because they've both been playing really well. They're on top form, so it's going to be really interesting. And also, David Luiz has to miss his. Is it David Luiz who got sent off? I think it is David Luiz got sent off for Chelsea the other day. So I'm not sure if he's already taken it. I'm not too sure. Talk about Jose Mourinho getting sent off into the stands. That's happened last year as well. I think the reason why he actually got sent up into the stands was because he was kept on stepping outside of his area, and he was always on the pitch. So obviously he was ignoring the 4th official, and the 4th official had to call over the referee, and the referee pointed up into the stands. But at the same time, I felt like that was Jobsworth, Yes, they are doing the job, but everyone was laughing at it, But it's what happens. But what could we see Jose Mourinho having? It could be a 1-match ban, 2-match ban up in the stands. Nevertheless, it could be nothing, And all he did was he just shook hands with everybody and waved goodbye to the bench and the Southampton bench and went down the tunnel. I think there was no intention of going up into the stands really. He just went straight into the tunnel really and just had his interview. So whenever De Gea this is it as well what I pointed out. Whenever De Gea had kicked the ball up the field, United weren't winning headers. I just don't know why. We've got so many. I wouldn't say so many players, but we've got a few players that are over 6 foot, and not the likes of Matic, Fellaini weren't winning headers, I felt like we need to work on that in training. We'll have to take the positives and work on the negatives for the next game. We have the UEFA Champions League against the SK Moscow during the week. But the next game in the Premiership is Crystal Palace at home. So yeah, we got the clean sheet. We got the 3 points. Yeah, we just go again against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have still not won a game yet. Yes, they have won a game in the League Cup with Sam Allardyce, but that's in the League Cup. They've still not won a game in the Premiership yet. So they're struggling. So it's going to be an easy game for us. And Crystal Palace are not, like I was saying, they're not in good form, and United can easily batter them and do what City did. And just do what do what City did against them, really, and just really batter them, because they're in crap form, and don't know what's going on. Bringing in the likes of Roy Hodgson, after Frank de Boer getting sacked, and that's all much from me. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's analysis. Be sure to leave a like rating. Comment down below what you want me to improve on these videos, and if you're not already, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a new video in a bit, and peace.